on the 9th of June, there was a congressional hearing on, I think, on Asia generally, and the US Acting Assistant Secretary of State for South and Central Asia, Dean Thompson, said he's urged the Indian government to return to normalcy in Jammu and Kashmir as quickly as possible. We've seen steps like the release of prisoners and restoring of 4G. There are other electoral steps we'd like to see them take and that we've encouraged them to do and will continue to do so. 2 weeks later, we have this meeting.
Vasu, I wish I could have agreed with Suhasini more robustly, but however, having followed Kashmir for as long as I have and having grown up here, I don't think international pressure works on India, certainly not on Jammu and Kashmir. Let me give you one example. In 1992,
right,
you had a weak coalition government of Narasimha Rao. You had an uprising in Kashmir. You had Robin Raphael as the Assistant Secretary of State
right,
with a direct access to Bill Clinton, question the accession of Jammu and Kashmir to India. Pressure didn't work. India didn't move an inch on J&K even during the Rao regime.
So then, assuming, let's even if one takes one argument at face value, Amitabh, let me ask you this, because this is what Amit Shah was saying in November 2020. Gupkar gang is going global. They want foreign forces to intervene in Jammu and Kashmir. The Gupkar gang insults India's tricolor. Do Sonia ji and Rahul ji support such moves of Gupkar gang, etc., etc.?
Yeah.
And then you have this meeting.
Let me state what I think are the reasons. First of all, I think, contrary to what everyone else believes, I think the New Delhi is doing this unilaterally from a position of strength. There's no real discontent expressing itself on the streets of Srinagar or in the valley. The ceasefire is holding on. The separatists are in jail. So there was absolutely, as you said, there is a puzzle there. Why did New Delhi act? One, because if you do so when you're in a position of strength, you can enforce a resolution or an agreement much more easily. Secondly, I think there is a recognition that these leaders who you derided, and that you may have derided for political reasons. Look, this is Indian democratic politics. You abuse each other and then you come back and dine together. But who you may have derided in the past, in the DDC, one second, just let me complete this. In the DDC elections, they did well enough. So you
but listen, the only difference is this, that this is not just a question of derision. These people have been jailed for months on end. And actually for us as a democracy, it's appalling that you locked up mainstream leaders for close to a year or more without any explanation.